Welcome back, everybody. My name is Lewis, and this is Man Bites Film. This is a special edition for New Year's, and this is going to be the second episode for this week. And we're going to be reviewing Man in the High Castle, the Amazon original TV show. It just came out this year in 2015, and this show is freaking awesome. Okay, the whole premise is about the Nazis and the Japanese won the war, and they took over the US and they split the US in half. So the story revolves around the US segment of the empire, and it revolves around the resistance movement that's formed in the United States since the occupation. And this show is actually very interesting because, first of all, they do something that which I really love is that they actually talk in the languages which correspond to the country they're talking about. I really can't stand a film that doesn't talk. If they're in Germany, they're talking English instead of German. That's not the way it is in the world. So why the fuck are you talking in English if you're in Germany, especially in like medieval times, and you're talking American? How the heck does that make any sense? All right, I just can't stand that. So this show doesn't do that, which is freaking awesome. All right. Second of all, the acting is superb in my opinion. The Japanese actors that play in this show do such a good job that I just totally buy into the characters. All right. This show it throws something weird when you first start watching it. Can't explain it, but you think there's a twist to this thing because you're like, okay, there's a man in a high castle, right? And he's the one that's doing this whole thing for the resistance. But what is he doing? Where is he doing it from? Who is this guy? What the hell is going on? All right. To give you a little bit of background on this show, it's one of the first Amazon originals. It's the only one that really has caught people's attention, and it's really, I mean, it's gotten great ratings. Rotten Tomato has it at 96%. IMDb has it at 8.3. Honestly, I give it about a 7.5, especially with the twist at the end of the first season. It was a really good twist. I mean, twist that I haven't seen since like Fringe. Okay, this was a good twist to a show. It's actually based off of a Philip K. Dick novel, and its executive producer for the show is Ridley Scott, which of course everybody knows for Alien, Prometheus, and his other body of work, which really sucks, except Alien, Blade Runner, and Prometheus. It's it. His only good work. Everything else is kind of shabby unless you go into the older stuff. All right. His touch on this, I can't tell at all. So don't go into this expecting a Ridley Scott film because it's not a Ridley Scott film whatsoever. It actually feels more like his brother. But obviously it's not his brother because he's not here with us anymore. Frank Frank something or another, the writer and director of the show, and he actually came up with all the characters. He was a writer director for X-Files and a main showrunner, I guess, for both of these shows. X-Files, anybody that was a fan of X-Files, that was a freaking awesome show. Okay? So you know the quality that's going into this show. The characters, the mystery, the tension between the characters, the tension between the two countries that are sharing this continent, the Japanese and the Germans. Oh man, it's such a cool twist. And then seeing landmarks and stuff like that with the Japanese and German flag is really cool. Very interesting how they did it. It's kind of cheesy, the effects, but being a first season This is a great first season, first of all. Second of all, the storyline flows so well. I mean, there's some cheesy acting like any other show that's in its first season, but I have no criticism other than the random little plot holes that come up, but it's so minute that it really doesn't affect the storytelling, or it doesn't really move you away from the actual show itself. You're entertained, you're captured in the moment, and you're captured with the characters along with the show. So you feel what the characters are feeling, which is something very reminiscent of the X-Files. You really like the Dana character, you really like the Mulder character, and you love the freaking conspiracy theorists. At least I do. And that's what this show actually brings to you. You have this whole range of characters, and somebody finds something to like about each and every single one of them. Even the villainous characters are really likable. So this is a phenomenal show. Unfortunately, it's only streaming on Amazon, but it's that time of the year where everybody's buying stuff. Get an Amazon Prime membership for 1 month. You'll watch this show, you'll knock it out in less than a weekend. It's a 10 episode show, so it's not that long, and it's well worth it. I can't wait for the next season to come out. The cliffhanger at the end of this show is so good, and you did not expect it to come the way that it did. So please check out Man in the High Castle, streaming on Amazon Prime. This is a phenomenal show. It's well worth your time. And again, we're going to be reviewing another show tomorrow. And please tune in. All right. See you guys tomorrow.